acrylic pour, it's all the rage on the internet right now. Basically, it's an art form that is as simple as it sounds. You pour a bunch of acrylic paint on a canvas and they kind of just flow around and look cool. Except it's not simple at all. It involves a whole bunch of math, apparently, and chemistry. So you can't just pour paint on a canvas according to the laws of acrylic pour. You have to mix it with something called a pouring medium, which is this kind of liquid that helps the paint to flow better and not mix in with each other. It can be quite expensive, and apparently you can use PVA glue as a substitute, maybe. There's also specific types of paint you buy just for doing acrylic pouring. They are a bit more liquidy than a normal paint, and again, they're meant to flow better. They too can cost $1 billion each. My family and I have been interested in doing acrylic pours, and we did buy the expensive stuff and did a couple of paintings. You did that one, didn't you?
Yep.
It's upside down. Oh, how do you know which way it goes?
It goes that way. It goes that way.
Oh, you change again.
And then it goes that way. Then it goes.
Whenever you try to look up a tutorial online, it can get very confusing. They'll say like mix 60% of the pouring medium with 7.9% of paint and 3 drops of silicone oil per But I feel like you can do it with the cheap stuff, and today we're gonna see how well that works. I'm gonna do some acrylic pours that are gonna serve as a dark, stormy background to a Batman silhouette, similar to the silhouette of Batman in the opening theme to the animated series. So I'm just gonna use mostly pretty cheap paints, and I'm gonna use PVA glue and water as the pouring medium, see how well it turns out. I got a bunch of canvases, a bunch of paint, let's do it. Also, one of the ideas I had was to have one of the canvases on the bottom to catch all the drips from the other ones, because I found that a lot of the time you swirl it all around and heaps of it falls off. Might as well catch something in the other one. Alright, so let's go. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, while they're out there drying, I decided to do an experiment. I did an acrylic pour with literally just paint and a tiny bit of water, even though I said you couldn't do it. But look at this. That looks freaking awesome. I'm pretty sure that this whole thing where, oh, you need a specific type of pouring medium and you have to get 47% medium versus, it's a big conspiracy by the art companies to make us buy more, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, so it's the next day and I got a whole bunch of these backdrop sky cloud things. Some of them I poured on thicker than others, so some of them are a little bit thin, so they all look very different. I am gonna add a little bit of a black wash at the end, which might cover up some of the white spaces, but we'll see. I have cut out this little silhouette thing of what Batman looks like in the opening to the animated This is fun doing this. So my plan is I can put that on the painting, kind of draw the outline of what it looks like, and then paint in the silhouette. And then paint in some buildings. There are other buildings in the animated sequence, but I kind of just want to freehand because I don't want to put a building over like a really cool part of the pour. So if there's a piece that I want to cover up, I'll just add a building there. If there's a piece I don't want to cover up, I'll just not add a building there. Let's paint some Batman. Okay, they are complete. In the end, I got 5 that were good, I guess. They're all slightly different. They have different buildings. Some their silhouette is at different heights. Some it's right down the bottom. Some it's right at the top. Some it's really dark where you can barely see Batman's even there. Which one is the best? Jump in the comments and subscribe to let me know. No, let me know in the comments which one you like. I do actually want to know that. There was one that I didn't bother doing the silhouette on because it just turned out way too dark and you wouldn't have been able to see it at all. I think these turned out pretty good considering I didn't use the stuff you're meant to use. I think if you want to try acrylic pouring, you don't have to go out and buy all the expensive stuff straight away. You don't really need to buy it at all if you don't want to. If you've got a really specific type of pattern in mind and you want to get exactly that thing, then maybe you do need to get the proper stuff. But if you're just doing what I'm doing and you just want crazy cool looking patterns, then you can just kind of just pour a bunch of crap on there. I'm gonna put all these on eBay with the bid starting at $1. You might not know there's some crazy big fires happening in the country I live in, so donate any money raised to that. Okay, goodbye.